Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Danny. And, if you've been following me, it's because I'm working with USPS now. So, my last video, I was, taking you through the process and shadowing and whatnot. So, now I've actually been on the job for about maybe 3 weeks. But before I get into that, let me just knock out the OJT because I know some of you guys were wondering about how the OJT was, the on-the-job training. Basically, the first day is a lot like shadowing. The trainer, he's going to hand you a little bit of mail, do a little bit here, but you're going to be observing basically for the first day, and he gets you back by 4. So real simple. You go in for the second day. The second day, you do a little bit of casing. He kind of watches you just so you could just get in there and know what it feels like. He does the first half of the day of driving, and in the second half, probably around after lunch, he'll give you the wheel. You'll start driving and doing the whole mailman thing, dropping the mail in the mailboxes. And depending on the time, he'll pick it up or he'll let you finish the route. But also, he'll get you back by 4, even if the route's not finished. And the third day is mostly just all you. Then he's basically shadowing you and, filling in the spots here and there. So he'll tell you to case. He'll leave for like 15 minutes, come back, check on you. He'll leave again, come back in 20 minutes. Till you basically case the whole route that you guys are working on. You'll start up the car, you'll do the inspection, and you'll do the entire route on the final day. Also, because it was the last day, the manager from the office that I was getting the training called my office and said, do you want him back by 4 or do you want him just to do the overtime? And they said, do the entire route just so I can get the full benefit of what an actual full route looks like. And we were out past 4, probably came back by like 6. We did the actual full route. So you get the okay from your office to get that overtime and just to give you the full benefit of what it's like. And training was good. They give you a few tips and tricks. What to expect. Things that are going to be said. So that was it. On-the-job training is pretty straightforward. You'll be all right. But we get now to on-the-job, actually being on the job. So I've been on the job about 3 weeks now. You're still filling out your time card at that point until they order you, a swipe where you're going to be swiping in and whatnot. That came in like a week later. But I've been on the job now. Because I'm new, and everything's going to be different depending on the management. But for me, they just want me to develop and grow as a carrier. So what they're doing is, and you're going to hear this a lot, they're giving me a piece or a pivot of a route. Now, the route I'm on is Route 16. Route 16 is so long and so all over the place that they're actually giving me a piece of it, just to make it easier for the actual carrier. Make it easier for her, because it's so long, it takes all day. So they're giving me a piece of Route 16 so I can just, pick up the slack. What else? So the first day, they don't expect you to be fast. I mean, the first day for me was tough. It took a few hours. You're coming from a place you don't know. And, you have trouble finding the mailboxes and where to park, and you don't know anything about anything. They do give you a printout, which is nice, of where to park at. But, you got to figure it out. It was really, really slow. And, and it was expected. So, at the end, they called me up, hey, Dan, where are you? I was like, hey, I'm here. It's like, all right, don't worry. So they sent some reinforcements. some other CCAs with really good attitudes, which was nice. Everyone was really helpful. There to back me up. They were like, "Hey, man, don't beat yourself up about it. This is how everybody is in the beginning." So I was like, "All right, cool." The second day, same thing, a little faster, same route. They What they like to do is they like to give you the same route every day just to see if you can progress. If you can be a little faster every time, that's all they want to see. So, the second day is the same thing. You're still slow. You kind of know where you are, but, you haven't made up a system for yourself how to deal with packages. But you kind of, it's just every day, and then the third day and the fourth day. And then, on the fourth day, manager's, all right, let's shoot for this time. You've been here, and you feel good. Now, you know where the mailboxes are, you know where all the houses are, you know where all the streets are. And you start, and you do okay on like that fourth day. You feel good. You come back on time. You didn't need any help. And then that's always nice to see. So as the times go on, now I'm on the third week. I know the route like the back of my hand. I can tell you all the streets. I can tell you all the houses. You divide the packages up, odd side, even side. You really learn how to deal with it. So don't, it's just a growing process. You just become faster every day. So, don't trip about that. And all right, so Dan, you knock all this out. We know you're fast now. Something that originally took you all day, you're getting it done in 2 hours and change, almost 3 hours, which is a really decent time. Now they send you on collection runs and stuff just to, dib and dab. All right, go do this, go meet this guy, and then, the progression is all they want to see. You become a little faster, and it's always nice. So manager goes to me, hey, Dan, you've been doing all right. You're good. Next week, we're going to start you on something else. And, they just keep adding and adding as you keep progressing and progressing. So that's always good. The other day also, it was, I didn't have to come in till later on, but somebody called out, so they called me. So that was nice. And, you go in, you say, hey, I can be there, make yourself reliable. And, yeah, so now today's my day off. Happy Father's Day, day after Father's Day to all the dads out there. And it's been going good. 3 weeks in. What else I got here? Yeah, 3 weeks in. The job is going smooth. You'll get faster. Give it time. Management is really helpful. It depends. You go to different places because I've been seeing some of my other classmates that were the academy with me, and they're having horrible times. And they're really, not a supportive team in the office, and management's a little all over the place. But where I'm at is really good. Amazon Sundays. Sundays are Amazon Sunday, and it's just packages, no mail. So you just hop in the truck, drop packages off, and that day is usually a little bit shorter. For Sundays, you're just gonna see like CCAs because all the regulars, everybody has off on the weekends. So that Sundays are cool. You can really you can learn some information on Sundays because it's a little bit more chill. The time frame isn't crazy. They're not beating you up about time. You can kind of make visual bookmarks about where you are, certain places. So whenever they send you somewhere different, you can say, hey, I've been here. I was here on Amazon Sunday. That looks familiar. That looks familiar. So Sundays are good. If they give you Sunday off, which I don't think they will, volunteer for an Amazon Sunday. Hey, can I come in on Sunday just to, look at some different routes, different streets? And, of course they're going to say, yeah, we can use you. Yeah, so Sundays are good days to, polish up everything you've been doing for the week, especially if they keep you on that same route. You really get a solid foundation of just where you are in general. So, yeah, 3 weeks in, USPS. I'll give you another update coming soon. And fire department just hit me up. Fire department, New York. They said there's a good the intake process in fire department. If you're interested in something like that, let me know. So I'll tell you guys about my fire department experience, which is just a whole nother ball game. Uh, you know, so I'll let you guys know if you want to hear something about that. I'll do some videos on that. So that's different and something in its own right. If I decide to leave the post office at some point, the next class of fire department starts in November, December. So maybe the channel might take a different turn of topics. Anyways, but I'll hit you guys up in a few more days, let you know how USPS is going. So far, it's going good. Well liked amongst my peers. Not that it matters, but it's always nice. It's a good place to work. So you guys will be all right if you're watching this video, and you guys are gonna get on the job. It's pretty simple job at the end of the day. Remember, it's just mail. It's gonna get delivered one way or another. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Subscribe, like, comment any questions. I know one of the other viewers commented a question asking, "Is the LLV hard to learn to drive on?" It's not. If you can drive a regular car, you'll be fine. The steering wheel's on the passenger side, but it's really not that big of a deal. If you can drive any car, you'll be fine. So don't worry too much about if you're gonna pass the driving test. So that's all I gotta say about that. It's not a big deal. Anyways, I'll see you guys in a few days. Thanks. Peace out.